I'm Skeptic, and this is Greenwood Forest. So before we jump into the map, let's take a quick look at some of the details here. So we've got Greenwood Forest, and this is by the mapmaker AE Mapping. It's quite a big size map, as in the size there. So it's 1,186 megabytes. It's over a gig. Since the first version, it's released today on the 22nd, and it is on all platforms. So it says, welcome to Greenwood Forest Farm. This farm has challenging terrain and is surrounded by forests. You can have several fields on this farm, but most of the map is covered in forests with very little arable land. Remember, the dirt roads are very muddy and heavy vehicles can get bogged down quickly. You have a small farm and equipment on the map. On the map you will find various productions and sales points, a small settlement. Available production facilities, there's all wood factories, new sawmill and old sawmill. All DLCs are fully supported. Number of purchasable fields is 10. The average acreage is 10.78 hectares. Enjoy exploring the map. So with that said, let's jump in for the first time. Okay, so this is our starting point on the map, and straight away, really nice starting really spacious, that's what I want to say, really spacious starting location here. Lots of space, and that's cool because I get the feeling you're gonna need a lot of equipment. Look at the this is going to be a map, hopefully. Look at the elevation, look at the trees over there. Wow, I think this is going to be a flyover map, isn't it? I don't think there's going to be too much for us to drive around, but let's just hop into the most important thing, which is the PDA. I always want to jump to the PDA first, because this really does give us an impression of what it is we are going to be looking at. So I can already see we're starting here. So if we go to farmland, we own farmland 1. 20.2 hectares, it's £323,000 and it's 100% silty clay. I have got precision farming installed, as it said that all DLCs are available here. So we can see there's different soil types and some of the others. So that's a really good one for starting out on, actually. We can see there are some fields. Is it 15? 15 altogether. Quite small, but I guess the point is you're going to be, if you're playing on this map, it's all about clearing some trees. So let's have a look at some of the areas here. 500,000 there for that one. 492,000. Prices are quite high, but I guess the money you're going to make from the trees offsets that. This looks pretty standard. No extra crop types, no animals. Contracts available. It looks like you're probably just going to get your deadwood and wood transport missions. So they've taken out. I mean, actually, no, there's fields on this map. It'd be interesting to see if some field contracts appear. We start owning the barrel factory. That's interesting. And then you've got the old sawmill and the paper factory. You're not owning any assets to start out with. And actually, we'll go to the garage. I've got the garage mod installed so we can have a look here. So these are our two tractors. So we've got the Massey Ferguson and the Fendit 314. 2 front loaders, interesting. Front loader tools, again, 2 log fork, and you're starting with the big stage 5 JCB. How awesome is that? Got our trailer. What's the capacity? 18.5. So we've got the plow, cultivators, we've got the seeder there, and you're starting with a harvester as well, which is quite interesting for a forestry map, but I guess you are starting with a field. So you've got the class Evian 450 there, just the one header. And then forestry equipment. So you are starting with a lot of forestry equipment here. 2 of those. Interesting. Starting with the winch. And you're even starting with the Komatsu as well. So there's a lot of equipment here. Let me just speed up my walking pace there, just so we're a little bit faster. Okay, so yeah, so you're not going to be stuck for storage on this map, that's for sure. I know you guys are here to see the forest, and we're going to get to that. Yeah, I just wanted to see, that's where the harvest was hiding. I just want to check anything here. Nope, that's all there. Needs a bit of flattening there, but that's something I would do if I was playing this game. But let's just go and have a look over here, because I've just spotted this is right next to us. Let's just jump up. Yep. Wow. Now that's quite a view, isn't it? I mean, this map is already, I can tell, it's quite a beautiful map. Let's just go back to the PDA and just have a check. So there's our silo, and we know that we've got the fuel pump there. Up here, we've got a warehouse, which is cool, so we can buy stuff. I wonder if there's anything buildable on here. Let me just get that out of the way. I just wanted to click on that. That's the old sawmill there. You've got the river and a pond there. Rural farm, we'll check that out. Another rural farm. Looks like that's a sell point. Oh, okay. I didn't notice that down there. So the vehicle shop, nice. So it's got like a little town area. Fire department, nice. Vintage clothing, Waffle Hut, nice. So all your sell point, hotel. That's really cool. I like that. Yep, we'll go and check that out. I think we need to get airborne on this map. Being a forest, I just don't think there's any need to be driving around. Let's just go and have a look at this map. What I'm going to do, I'm going to increase the size of the map there so we can see where we're going. So I just want to check over here. Yeah, so there's the small field here, which we can see that's farmland 2, and we can see that's carrots. And what trees are this? Let's have a look at the trees. So these are pine trees. And there we find ourselves at the edge of the map. So there's the warehouse. And this is the old sawmill. And they've put the pond in as well. That's pretty cool. Does that work, the mill pond? Because this is basically the sawmill from Silver Run Forest. I wonder if that works. It's been changed a bit, hasn't it? Because, yeah, that's where all your products are going to spawn here. All your wood chips, which looks like you've already got some wood chips dropping there already. I just wonder if we buy the sawmill. Let me just take flight mode off for a second. So, yeah, it's only 389. I think that's more expensive on Silver Run. I swear that's more expensive. I just wanted to see if a trigger pops up here for selling wood. It doesn't look like it. There's no trigger there. And also, that's probably a bit too steep. I'm not sure. I'm not convinced that's where you take your wood to sell your wood. I can't see somewhere else. There's no markings on the floor or anything showing me where to drop your wood off. So, that's if you're doing the wood chipping. So that's the same as Silver Run. You need like a ramp or something. I always felt like that on Silver Run. It should have had a ramp there going up, but there are loads of ramps in the mod hub if you wanted to put a ramp in, or I suppose the point is you're going to use a crane or something. I wonder if that is. Wait. I've just spotted there. That should be the sell wood. And is that? Do you know what? We're going to drop a log. We've got to do it. I've got to test it. Okay, so I've got this wood. I'm going to put it like here. And let's just go round here. Taking a bit of a shortcut. I just want to know, is this working? Alright, so there's the log. You can see it there. Yep, it's gone. Oh, I was hoping for the animation. Maybe it wasn't enough. Let me put in a few more. Okay, so I've spawned in a lot more wood. I was really hoping the animation for this was going to kick in, because it looks like everything's set to do that. Right. No, it's not. Oh, that's a shame. It's literally the only thing missing is the wood then travelling up here. That would have been the icing on the cake. Okay, that's a shame. But let's move on. Such a lovely map. Right, so we've got field 5 here, which has given us sorghum. And look at the elevation of this. I really like the elevation changes this map. This is really cool. So you start so high, we're going all the way down. So the top of the map is at its highest point, and then we're going down to its lowest point. It does mention about these dirt trails, didn't it? Like they're really muddy. So let's just go down here. And yeah, you can see that. That's every path is basically a thick mud path. So get ready for your equipment to get really filthy playing this map. The trees are quite spaced out, like it doesn't have a real sort of thickness to the forest, and the ground for the forest is like more of a meadow grass, and I kind of prefer it when it has the real sort of forest texture to it. I kind of wish the forest was a bit thicker, but that's, I don't know if that's just me being picky, I'm not sure. But this, you're not exactly short on trees. I'll say it actually goes higher on this end of the map. Loops all the way back down. So we're going across the bottom of the map now. So this here is that sort of town area. Okay, so we've got NPCs walking around the map. We've got various sell points here. You've got the fire department, the gallery. So there'll be collectibles on this map. Because that's the same from Silver Run, and the collectibles will appear in there. We can check that on statistics here. So there are 20 collectibles on this map. There's a school bus. Yep, there's the Waffle Hut. So it's all. This is really well done, because it's stuff like this. It makes the map feel lived in as well. Like it's not just an empty forest map, which we get a few of those. There's a lot going on here, and this is the more modern sawmill, I'm assuming here. Fuel station. Yeah, really, I like this. This part of the map I'm really impressed with. This is really cool. And then that's where it goes off to the sides. It's kind of blended quite well with the trees for the edges. We're only seeing it now because we're high up, but you know, from this play point, actually looks really good. I'm happy with that. There's another field. And then this massive elevation change takes us back up towards where we start, all the way back up here to your starting point. Oh, and this is that rock area, wasn't it? Yes, really nice. That's really nice. I don't know why. I'm a sucker for a water feature. I like a nice water feature on a map. I didn't find the shop. I think it was on the bottom part of the map. I think that's where it said it was. Let's buy a vehicle just for the sake of there we go, tap to that. Okay, so this is your shop. So lots of space. That's what I wanted to check. A lot of space, because if you're going to be using big equipment on this map, if you're going to tackle this forest. Eddie's Auto Works. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I think that's it. I don't think there's much more to explore. So that is Greenwood Forest, available on all platforms. I think there's enough there to keep you guys busy. I think it's a really nice looking map with some really cool features. I think that's it for this first look. I'm happy. So let me know what you think of this map in the comments. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you're not subscribed, please change that. If you like the video, give it a like, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.